Aha! I caught you. You're watching me. Ha! I knew it. I caught you watching me. That's not the first time I caught you watching me. Okay, I've seen you watch me before. Okay, I've come right into the area of where it's your space. You see, I want to tell you one little thing about space. Is you see, there's empty space in here, inside that cigarette pack. But yet when I close it, there's no empty space at all. It's almost like this world. You see, we don't see everything. It's like fiber optics. I mean, it is what it is. It's the element of that piece of fiber optic. It's just an element. That's how easy it is. And Merry Christmas, everybody. And whoop, there goes my cigarettes. Right on the floor. So, what am I trying to get to with this? I don't know yet. I'm busy working on something. I can stay home tomorrow if I want. I can go to work if I want. I'm going to try to go in, just at least if I do 2 hours, it's going to be good, and come home and try to do a good video on something, because I found something to do with our letters and the circumference of 360 degrees, right? When you go around the earth, it's 360 degrees, right? But is it really 360 degrees? You see, it's not a measurement of miles. It's just a measurement of around, or diameter. See, a lot of people get mixed up with this, but don't forget, when somebody says 360 degrees, you know what I tell them? Don't leave the chicken in too long. You know what I'm saying? We get, like, sometimes I'm talking to you guys and I just like, boom, I change the subject, like Obama. Okay? You know what I'm thinking now? Is there a possibility, because I looked at Australia again, and if you turn the design around, I see a bull nose at one end, which shows red and the colors of France. France and Italy actually have the same flag, when Europe and the US, I mean Europe, England, the United Kingdom and the US actually have a more like a Confederate type flag. So it would mean like, it's almost like saying, whoa, maybe it's the French, and, well, not all the French, but don't forget, we may have the Queen on our money. But didn't Jacques Cartier come here? We are one of the oldest provinces. In fact, we're probably the oldest of anything that pertain to the name Quebec. Okay, and we have, everywhere you go. Where are you going? I'm going to Saint who? Which saint? There's 9,000 cities with saint names on it. Saint who? Who what? What language you speaking? If I say saint who in Hebrew, it might say he or she. I don't know. If you speak another language and you walk in and I say what, you might think this. Anyways, I was looking at the panda bear yesterday. You got to study this animal. It's almost like we have the same traits. God took traits from the animals. He had to start from something. He made the animals first, didn't he? So he went to all the animals. He says, okay, this animal's like me, this animal's like me, this animal's like me, and this animal's like me. And he picked all this up and he says, okay, this is what we're going to do to create man. I'm telling you, we are exact shapes. Just because we're all rounded out, we are exact shapes. We're hearts, we're diamonds, we're clubs, and we're spades. Anyways, I started to design something. I didn't finish. It's shin, upside down, shin, shin. This is what actually the roulette board for 3 numbers would look like. And here's the fitting of the numbers. They connect E, E. All the centers, okay, all these centers, they have 9 houses. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Level 1, 2, 5. No. You see, 2 goes all the way through. Okay? So it's 2 level 1, 2 level 2, 2 level 3, 2A, 2B, 2C. So when you see on the telephone it says 2ABC, C, D, E, F, it's explaining for what it goes down in these rows. And there's 3 rows missing here, okay, and there's a row missing at the top. That's the row where it goes all the way around, and the wheel goes all the way around, so we make the whole cycle. Because at the bottom of it, like on your telephone, when you look at the 0, well, that 0 is part of the Urantia world. Okay, that's where you go back into. Most people say to me, how can you know about Urantia? You know what? One night I was practically there. Okay, if you've ever had these out-of-the-body feelings and If you've ever tried it, I've been there before. That's what put me away for a couple of months once. Hey, I was fine. They just wanted to keep giving me those drugs. Well, do I believe in the drugs? What are you asking? Do I take them? Yes, I take them. But I've become more powerful than they are. So what are they going to say? Take more? I'm fine the way I am. And it isn't anybody else's decision. I do everything. I go shopping, go to the bathroom myself, but every cat comes. When I go to the bathroom, every cat comes into the bathroom. Anyways, yeah, so really I'm out of that bashing. I didn't really like what I did last week. I'm not a big basher, you know. I'm not a basher fan. But I wanted to get a little motivation out of those people who need the extra motivation. Say, if you don't stand up now, when are you going to stand up? They always tell you, don't wait for tomorrow, always prepare today. So if you're going to prepare your money for today, then prepare your whole life for today. Because today, when it's over, guess what? Tomorrow comes and it's today again. And you're always going today, today, today. Tomorrow, my friend, is a word of the future. It's a future being. Tomorrow never exists. It never did exist. It will never exist tomorrow. Tomorrow will always be today. It's only a number in the future, my friend. It's the closest number within a 24-hour period, which would be tomorrow. Otherwise, you're calculating from a different realm or perspective. Another thing I'm going to be going over is the 360 days of the Mayan and 365 days of us. Now, the question is, are they calculating the same planet? Second, is it because of the core installation of the Christ that was put in this planet that added the extra 5 days? Do you understand what I'm saying? When they put the core, the energy, into this planet, now the whole world has to spin around this. What you don't see in the apple, right? There's a core. There's the leaf that's inside. It takes up the space to make it grow, the leaf. Okay? So that energy goes into that. So is it because of this leaf? When it turns, it adds 5 days to our earth because it expanded it. Something like that. Don't forget, we were put together. So that's where I think the 5 days might be. So if Earth doesn't have that core inside of it, I mean the real Earth where the Mayan come from, then they'd have 360 days a year. And that would say we don't need the other dice cube anymore, and we don't need the funny world, because once you take away one dice cube, the whole world goes away. Because take one cube or take the other cube. In craps, they don't let you throw one dice. You got to throw 2 dice. So if one goes away, and the total 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 on the dice, okay, is a total of 21. And in a 4-year period, okay, there's 21 less days in the Mayan calendar. So it comes out exact. 21 is because beta, okay, was the one was in. First of all, A and B is actually 1 and 1. Your first 11 you ever come up with is when A and B get together. Because it's 1, 1, and 1. A, B, C, in fact, are 1, 1, 1. Okay, because A gets into B and he controls C. So what happens in the game is I'm going to show you how the B is created by eliminating the 1 and how the small b is created. But for now, Obama, have a good holidays. God, if I don't think you want it this way. Maybe the Americans are trying to save us by doing what they're doing because it's somebody else. Like maybe it's Asia that's put them up to this. But I don't think so. I can't see it. The Dalai Lama would have mentioned it. I don't think anybody's in the Dalai Lama's head. So you know what? I say #1 for Chinese food. Okay, but I rather have Thai. I like long hair also. Yeah, I'm just hoping it's not them because it won't be fun if it's them. They got 3 billion people in the world and nah. I want somebody to get caught, a bunch of groups or something, just to make a game out of it or something. But you know what I really love? If that the soldiers would stick their hands in the air and go, you know what are we doing? But the big question is, if it's an iRobot soldier, he's not going to care. Because he's just going to be playing with a mechanical robot and he's going to be sitting in a schoolhouse somewhere else. But if it's a real soldier, what in the world do they want to fight for? I don't get it. Why would they come back to their own land and want to fight to own the world? You don't own the world. You're owned by the government. If the government says you're going from 60,000 to 20,000, what do you think? You're guaranteed nothing. You are nothing to them. All you are is an element of combat for 60 or 80 in a house They throwing you exactly what you're going to get at the end. You're going to get a house and a food to eat at somebody else's table maybe every single day, and you're going to be like a watchdog for your whole life. Instead of living life and going to the beaches, yeah, they'll let you off 2 weeks, but my friend, once you marry the army, holy mac, you're marrying me. You are mean men. Armeen. Armeen. Anyways, Russia, whatever you got to do, my friends, just do it and don't stop. Okay? I trust you. I'm putting all my hope in you, Russia. Okay? I don't care what dog is out there. You know what I just looked up? I saw this queen on this quarter, and it said DG2 or something. And I'm still wondering. I just can't see it being the dog queen. I just can't see it. But if it is, I'm going to be happy because I saw it from day one. Them and their puppy buddy over there. What's his name? Pope Benoit. Hey, Benny boy, what's going on? Oh, you don't want to talk to me? It's okay. You don't talk to anybody anyways. What? I got billions for you. Oh, now you want to talk, eh? You know what? I'd rather throw my billions in the toilet. Where would that be? Well, the toilet means a recycling place where it's best being used. For the needy, those who need. Do I need? What a businessman spends in an afternoon lunch is basically all I make in a week. So, maybe 2 days lunch. Oh my God. And I hope I don't stay down here forever, but it doesn't matter. I'm already halfway through my life, okay? Near 50, so I won't be here forever. Will I?